Hey guys, you're just getting more of me today. Taylin is asleep for her nap. She was so grumpy, and that was like the worst timing to try to like go live and ask for teething help, but and I still don't know if she's teething, but considering that she's 11 and almost a half months old and has no teeth, it has to be teething. But anyways, so I'm really excited. I've had literally like 500 bajillion thousand people messaging me asking me to show you guys how I do my makeup. So this is gonna be good. And my skin is like so dry because I did my at-home chemical peel yesterday. And I still haven't had my lunch because Taylin was being needy. But she did take a nap and she didn't even need her blankie because it was still in the washer. So we just had to figure it out. But this is gonna be good. Okay, so I've got all my stuff. I feel like I've got a funny little setup. I've got all my makeup set up on a laundry basket turned upside down, and my mirror is right here, and then I've got my phone on a tripod, but we're just gonna make this work. Okay, so normally, like, the first thing that I do when I get out of the shower is I take one of these cotton pads, and then I take this Neutrogena clear pore. It's an astringent, so you could use like witch hazel or something. Anyways, but I do that right after I get out of the shower just to like make sure that my face is super clean. I am drinking a chocolate protein shake with my chocolate greens mixed in. So I did that earlier. I probably should have done it before I did this, but Taylin didn't throw up on me or anything, so. And you know what's so funny too is after I did that video, of her crying basically the whole time, she spit up on me again. But I'm hoping that it's teething because I really don't want her to be sick, but she's like never sick. So I mean, her nose has been bugging her a little bit, and she obviously threw up on me this morning and just threw up a little bit on my arm. I washed like my whole arm, but and then she's been pooping a lot more, but it looked like diarrhea this morning, so that was kind of gross. That's way too TMI, but the moms will totally understand. Okay, so I'm using my lip and eye cream. This stuff, I've never been consistent with it, so I'm just deciding. I've been consistent with it probably for about a week now, but I have seen women use it and it like totally lifts their eyelids and like gets rid of their wrinkles right here. And so I am like bound and determined to be consistent with using it every day so I can see results with it. But it's kind of like a Botox in a bottle, but you'll see why I'm just doing this now, because obviously I still need to put moisturizer on. But okay, so there's that. I used to do my foundation first, but all the makeup ladies always do their eyes first, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my eyes first. And then when I did that, I realized like, wow, like I'm actually able to like get ready faster. And I feel like I'm not rushing at the end, because especially like if you're using eyelashes, I feel like they take forever to get the glue to get to where you want it to be when it's the very last thing you need to do before you head out the door. So now I don't do it at very last, I do it towards the beginning, and it's helped a lot. Eyeshadow, I use the Naked palette from Urban Decay. Basically the only colors I use in it, you can kind of tell which ones I use. I use Naked, Buck, Sidecar, Sin, and Virgin. Pretty much just those. I don't even touch those ones, but and it's so funny because I got this on sale for like $17 forever ago because I knew I was gonna run out soon, and I still haven't run out. I've had this for years, but I love this palette. And I even have like an extra brush because Taylin always tries to take my brush, so I have one so I can give it to her in case she is awake, but she's not. So okay, and then I take the big end of the brush and I use the Naked color, and I'm just gonna kind of like outline. I feel like I'm the worst at eyeshadow, but anyways, I'm just gonna outline kind of like where I want my eyeshadow to be, and that's just kind of that typical eyeshadow shape. And I'm looking in the mirror, so that's why I'm not looking over there, that's why. And obviously, I'm just gonna give the preface that when I am on Facebook And I totally like discovered this with my team last night too. But when I'm on Facebook and I start talking when I'm doing stuff, it takes me way longer to get stuff done than when I'm just doing it. So usually I can get all of my makeup done, like all the stuff I'm gonna show you, in like plus showering and doing my hair in less than an hour. Obviously as a mom, I've got a crazy guy on here, that's fun. As a mom, I don't know how often I actually get ready, maybe like twice a week. So there's that. Okay, so I pretty much just outlined that section. And then, so that was with naked, and then I take the smaller end of my brush and use this one called Buck. It's pretty much the darker version. And I just kind of like, just not very much. I line it the bottom half of my eyelid, and I also do this again, but I'm gonna look in the mirror so I don't like super mess up. Let me turn this a little bit so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So yeah, I just do the bottom half of my lower lid on both sides. And this is so funny because I feel like I'm decent at makeup, but I literally do the same thing every day, which is fine. I think it looks, it's neutral, and I think it looks good with everything, so it works. But I feel like the parts in makeup that I struggle with the most, feeling like I'm not very good at them, is eyeshadow and eyeliner. So I'm never one to do super crazy eyeshadows or eyeliners. So I feel like the stuff I can do is good enough, and that's basically what I do every time. Okay, now I'm switching over to the big side, and I'm gonna blend that darker color in. Oh, you're from India, huh? That's cool. Okay, so that looks pretty blended. I feel like it looks like this side needs a little bit more. The other side's a little darker. Okay, so that's what I have so far. And then don't worry about anything that falls down. I fixed that. But the next one I use is the middle one. It's pretty much like a shimmery version of both of those put together, called Sidecar. And I use the small end of the brush for that. And I'm basically gonna put it all over my lid. And then I will do it on the other side. Wouldn't that be funny if I just didn't do it on the other side? Okay. I promise you guys, like, I am not a makeup artist. I am no pro. I use my fingers, so don't feel like I'm super good at this. I feel like I'm bad at eyeshadow, Brooke, so that is so funny. Okay. Then the next color I'm gonna use is this pink shimmery one called Sin. And I'm just gonna put it on like right here. Okay, then I'm gonna take Sin again, and I'm gonna do it on the inside half of my bottom lid. I look like a clown by now. You can't look like a clown if you use neutral colors, right? You know, and it's so funny because when I wash my face, if I just like rub my face with water and then I have like my black mascara and my eyeliner everywhere, then I look like a clown. Well, more like a raccoon, but okay, so I've got that on the bottom. And then I'm gonna take my big side again and use this white color, this like version shimmery color. And I'm gonna do it on my inside all the way up and just kind of blend that in. Okay, I might add more later, might not. I usually do touch up the bottoms once I finish like my foundation stuff, but sometimes I don't. Okay, the next thing I do is eyeliner. I need a new one, and I think I know which one I'm gonna get. And it's funny because I used to have it and I didn't even think about getting it until I asked people for suggestions. But anyways, so the one I've been using is the Maybelline Master Precise All Day, but I have sensitive eyes, so they water a lot and it does like not stay. So I'm gonna switch over to the Stila waterproof one. But the thing I like about this one is that the tip is like a marker, and it's way easier than putting on like liquid that gets everywhere. So let's see, I might have to move the camera a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing, because I always get super close to the mirror when I do my eyeliner, and I feel like I'm bad at eyeliner, but I'm learning. So the thing I've learned is that if you start with the outside line, because I always do a winged liner, it's always the same. Sometimes it looks bad, sometimes it looks better, but if you start with making the line on the outside going in and then fill in the rest, it's easier. So that's what I've been doing. And then supposedly it's supposed to like line up with the bottom of your eyebrow and the corner of your eye. Sometimes I line it up all the way, sometimes I don't, but all right, here we go. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah. Yes, you can get the new eyeliner I'm gonna get at Ulta. I totally need to get some new makeup, and you'll see that in a second when I show you my my moisturizer sample that I've been using. I found a new moisturizer that I'm really excited about, but anyways, okay. So yeah, you literally just draw a line, and the marker makes it way easier. And I feel like that was too high, but I'm just gonna roll with it. That's part of being a mom now. I used to, like, before I had kids, would be like, oh, let me take a Q-tip and like redo all of that. And now as a mom, I'm like, that's good enough. Plus, I literally don't have any plans to go anywhere today, except for maybe TJ Maxx. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. There, I think that'll look even at the end. Okay, once again, I'm terrible at eyeliner, but I'm getting better. Okay, so then from here, what I do is I fill in the rest of it, and then I even out the wing. But yeah, I feel like the marker kind of eyeliner is a little bit easier than anything else that I've used. So I've tried other eyeliners and they're just not as easy to use as the marker kind. So once again, I'm still gonna fill that in to make it even. Yeah. Okay, so now that I have that part done, I'll like draw like a line to even that out to make it look like an awesome wing. And then it makes it look like I know what I'm doing, right? Okay. Okay, this one looks like I need to add more to it, but I'm just gonna stick with it like that because I don't want to redo anymore. Okay, so that's my good enough eyeliner, but this one still looks so funny to me. Oh well. Okay, and then eyelashes. I don't have like the cover, so you don't get to see exactly what it looks like, but I always get the Ardell brand And I always get their Demi Wispies, and then you can see it right there, Studio Effects. These ones I've used a couple times, so I probably should wash them and then reuse them, but yeah, anyways. So the key with eyelashes is being very patient. If you've never used much of them, it's such a trial and error, like it's practice. It's hard to get them on at first. Like I remember when I first started wearing eyelashes back in it was like the end of 2015 when I took off my eyelash extensions because I had an allergy and my eyes were swollen all the time. So it took me a while to learn how to like apply them very well, but now that I know, it's really easy. So anyways, so I take my lash and then I take the glue. I like using this duo. It's the brush on adhesive with vitamins, and it's got like the green on the bottle, so you know what to look for. And then you literally just paint glue on where you put the lash. Oh, and then talking about Taylan's birthday party, if I'm excited. I mean, I am, but like, I still have so much to plan, so not really. Okay, and then some people use different kind of tweezers, but I have had these tweezers forever, so I've just always used them. I'm just making sure there's no glue on them. I've never tried the magnetic lashes. I don't really care to, honestly, but that's just because I love these and I love the way they look. And I don't do my makeup enough to justify magnetic lashes. Like if you're only getting ready twice a week, why suffer through it? Just kidding. Supposedly it's faster and easier, but I've never tried it. Okay, and then the key with this glue, and the reason why I like this glue a lot, is because it goes on white and then it slowly like turns blue and then it dries clear. And so when it starts to get like a darkish bluish color, that's when I know the glue is at that point where it's like sticky tacky and not just like this milky texture. And when it gets to that sticky tacky texture, that's when it's a prime time to actually apply it, because then it's not gonna like come off, I guess is the best way to say it. Because I know when I was first learning how to put eyelashes on, I used to get really impatient with waiting for the glue to get to that sticky tacky point, and then I'd get frustrated because it would start coming off and I would just have to take the eyelash off and reapply glue and wait even longer because I wasn't patient in the first place. So it's really about being patient with letting the glue get to the sticky tacky phase. So you can kind of see it's less white now. I mean, it still has some white on this part, but it's starting to get less white over here, which means it's starting to get to that sticky tacky part. So I should be able to start applying this now. Okay, and then my tweezers are just in the middle, and I'll apply it like to the middle, and then I usually will make sure the corners are in really good. So I just stick it on and then I put the corners in good, and then I'll like kind of adjust it to where I want it to be. But as long as you get the corners down, then it should stay where you want it to go. I might need to readjust that, but we'll just roll with it. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Okay. And it feels like the corners are down pretty good, so it's not gonna go anywhere. And then I have blonde eyelashes, so I usually, one of the very last things that I will do is put mascara on just so that they don't show. But I do that like the very end, so. Okay, now we gotta do the next one. Okay. How many times are you gonna say sticky tacky? As many times as it takes for people to not be impatient with putting on their eyelashes. Kat, we should probably buy you some new makeup since you've had yours for so long. Okay. This one has a lot of glue on it. I really should clean these off. Okay. She's allowed to do that because she's one of my best friends, so she can bother me, but okay, putting glue on this one. So here's a cool story for you. I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. It was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. It was not yesterday. But on Wednesday, Taylor went golfing with his old man friends in the morning, and he shot his best score ever. He shot 3 under par. So that's pretty cool. He's golfing right now, so we'll see how he does. But it's really funny because, like, we were talking one night when I was making dinner, and he was talking about how, like, it was so frustrating because he just wanted to be able to shoot under par. And then we were just kind of, like, joking around and talking about, like, it's because you're not saying that you can. You know, like, why is this so hard for me? And I was like, it's because you need to say that it's easy, that you can do it. And so he's like, so I just got to say over and over again, I shoot under par, I'm a scratch golfer. And I'm like, yep. And so he said it a couple times, and then he did, and it was just so funny. But anyways, yep. And it's so sad because back when Taylin was little, not that she's not still little, but when she was super little, like, I don't remember how old she was. She had to have been like 3-4 months old, maybe. Anyway, she was really little. We took her golfing with us. Well, I didn't golf, I just had to hold the baby, but we took her golfing, and every single time Taylor would swing and hit the ball, she was laughing. Like, it was the cutest thing. I have videos on my Facebook, you'll have to go find it. But anyways, so this past weekend when we went up north for a homecoming for some missionaries that came home from their missions, we went golfing. Well, Taylor went golfing and I held the baby, and so we were thinking, oh, this is gonna be awesome, she's gonna think it's still funny, and she didn't really think it was that funny, so it wasn't as fun. But yeah, there's my little random story while I'm waiting for my glue to get sticky tacky. Okay, so yeah, it's funny because I used to do like all of my foundation stuff first and then do my eyes last. And just because I wanted to like see if I was faster if I did it this other way by doing my eyes first, I found out I was a lot faster because, I don't know, I feel like especially this process of waiting for the glue to get to that point where it's perfect to put on, I was just getting so impatient because I was not waking up early enough to where I was like rushing at this point, and yeah. And so doing this first and then doing the rest of my face has really made a difference in helping me get ready faster. But once again, I only get ready like once or twice a week. I think this is the first time I've gotten ready since, couldn't tell you. I can't remember. Okay, this is looking like it's almost to that point. On one end it is, and on the other end it's kind of debatable, but I'm still gonna try. We're gonna see how it goes. Okay. And this eye is like my dominant eye. I have a slight astigmatism in this eye, so yeah, that's always fun when you're trying to put eyelashes on that eye, when you need to see out of it. Okay. Alright, that feels like I got it on there pretty good. I got glue down there, that was fun. Do you want to know something so funny? And maybe I shouldn't admit this on Facebook, but especially because I use it on some of you guys. Kelly reminded me of this, but I actually don't believe that mom brain or like pregnancy brain is a thing. I think it's just an excuse to forget things. But in reality, everybody forgets things every once in a while or like can't remember things. So I feel like I'm just as forgetful as I was before I got pregnant or before I had kids. So I think it's just an excuse. So if I ever say mom brain, it's because I'm like embarrassed that I forgot something. So the lashes are Ardell, this is probably backwards, but Ardell Demi Wispies Studio Effects. They gotta have both of those things because you can get just Demi Wispies, but then the Studio Effects has like 2 layers of lashes, so it looks more real. The thing I like about these ones is when I wear these ones, I get people that ask me who does my eyelashes because they think they're eyelash extensions. So that's when you know they look really good. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my my clear pour again that I used when I hopped out of the shower and my cotton pad, and I'm just going to get rid of like my sparkles that fell from my eyeshadow. And then I will finish up with like mascara and probably do a little bit more down here once I have all my foundation stuff on. I usually do that at the end. Sometimes I don't. Well, I always do the mascara. I can't remember anything, and I don't remember if I was like that before being a mom. Oh, that's funny. I know I'm probably gonna get some people that disagree, but I also don't think that pregnancy cravings are a thing. I just think that it's people that just get to that point where, oh, that sounds good, and then they go crazy. I don't know. I just don't understand that at all. I never had pregnancy cravings at all. Like every once in a while I would get to the point where like, oh yeah, that kind of sounds good, but I didn't like have to have anything. If I didn't have it, I was totally fine. Okay, so there we go. And then now that I used an astringent on my face again, it's totally gonna need some more moisture. So for my whole face, I've been trying this sample to see how I liked it before I bought it because it's not cheap. But I've been testing out this Estee Lauder. It's a moisturizer gel cream, and it's oil control and antioxidant, but it's called Day Wear Matte, and I love it. I'm almost out of this sample, so I need to order some, but I seriously love it. I love having like a matte texture, and just the fact that I can get that just with a moisturizer now is awesome, because then I don't wear makeup even more. So I'm just gonna put this on pretty much where I don't have makeup on already. Yes, I love Estee Lauder. It's been something I've been using since high school, and it's funny because the foundation that I use, as you guys will see, is also Estee Lauder, but in high school I used to use their Double Wear foundation, which comes in a glass bottle, and there were a couple times where brand new I would drop the bottle and it would shatter and my makeup would go everywhere, and so now I don't buy that one because I don't want to drop it. But I still use Estee Lauder. I love Estee Lauder, and I feel like their moisturizer, especially this line, the Day Wear line, it smells like cucumbers. So I think it smells really good, really clean. Which one did you say it was? So this one is the Day Wear Matte, and it's always in this like bluish mint Tiffany blue or whatever color this is. It's always in this color, but the matte one is new. They used to not have a matte one, and I love it, so I'm totally gonna be buying it. But they have it's funny, but this is totally me, but they have a 15% off deal if you are a new email person and you sign up for their emails. So I'm totally gonna I'm using a new email that I've never used before, so I can get 15% off everything that I buy. Okay, so I did my moisturizer, and then also need to buy more of this, but Makeup Forever, it's their mattifying primer, so it's in this like dark gray color. They have so many different primers, but my scrunchie's falling out. When I went into Sephora, I was like, I want a primer that gives me a matte finish. And that was the one that they recommended, and I've loved it. I've used it for a long time. I've probably used it for like 4 years, and I've only had to buy it twice. Like it lasts forever, and I'm pretty much due for a new one. But once again, I'm gonna put this almost everywhere just because I want to keep a matte finish, and especially living in the desert and it's super hot, it helps my face not get so sweaty. And I try to like definitely apply it to the areas that get more shiny through the day. So like usually it's like that area. But I usually don't at all. I usually don't have to touch up my makeup at all. Okay. So yeah, once again, I'm gonna remind you that when I am not talking and on Facebook, I can get this done way faster than I am now. Okay, so now my face is all primed and moisturized. So now I'm gonna do my foundation, which I'm also gonna use my fingers because it's funny, I've tried like the silicone things, I've tried like foundation brushes, and I've tried the, what are they called, sponges? I even have one right here, but I just don't like, I don't know. I don't like the way it looks, or just I don't know. It's just not the same. Okay, so, oh, my foundation, I forgot to mention. Also, Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Light. So it's basically just like the Double Wear foundation. It's a little lighter, so it's not as thick. So it's not as full of coverage. But I cover it up with another foundation on top, and you'll see it's a powder foundation that gives more of a matte finish. So that's why. But yeah, I've been using this foundation forever. And the one thing I love too about Estee Lauder is the fact that you can like go in and get color matched, and they have so many different shades, and then they have different undertones that you can use. I haven't done mascara yet, so you'll see that when I get there, but Estee Lauder. Sometimes I use like the Stiletto Lash from Maybelline, and sometimes I use the Better Than Sex mascara, but lately I've just been using Estee Lauder. But I really don't wear very much mascara since I have the lashes on. But yeah. So the one thing I've always wanted to do, and I totally will probably buy it one day, but since I don't like the texture of the way that using a foundation brush looks with a liquid foundation, and I don't like the way like a silicone thing works, and I also don't like the way the beauty blender sponges work for like texture as far as putting makeup on. That's why I use my fingers, which is so funny, but I've always wanted to try and buy one of those airbrush machines that airbrushes it on. I think that would be really fun. So that's on my to buy list that I say I'm gonna buy it one day, but I probably won't because it's really not something that I need. But it's just one of those things. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm just gonna do this side and then blend on my neck a little bit. My eyelashes are Ardell Demi Wispies Studio Effects. Okay, so I just gotta blend on my neck, and this just really goes to show that I need to go outside more. It's like the one thing that I love about summer is because then I don't have to blend down my neck because it just matches. But it's cloudy, so there's no point in going out there. Okay, so I've got my first layer on. And then when it comes to contouring, oh, I was gonna get a baby wipe. Did I not grab one? I'm gonna grab a baby wipe so I can wipe my hand off really quick. Actually, where did I stick them? I could have sworn I brought them with me, but maybe I didn't. Okay, hold on. I buy my lashes from, I've gotten them on Amazon before. I got the 2-packs on Amazon. I think they were either having a sale or they were just on a deal. Sometimes from the actual Ardell website, excuse me, and then sometimes from Ulta, just depending on who has them cheaper, or if I have like free Ulta money or something like that. But I usually buy them like in bulk, so when I buy them, I buy like 10 at a time or so. Okay. Now, when it comes to contouring, if you struggle with contouring, first and foremost, if you use powders, and this is why I still use powders, just because it's easier. Powders are a lot easier to blend and look good than using like cream foundations. So that's why I use powders. To contour, I use Estee Lauder, once again, the Bronze Goddess. It's just their bronzer. This is their medium color. And I just use the brush that it comes with. My pants are from either Marshalls or Ross or TJ Maxx, one of the three. I think I got them here though in St. George, so that means it had to have been Ross or TJ Maxx because we don't have a Marshalls, but those are my favorite places to buy clothes lately. Okay, so contouring, I always just start with this, and I always do the fishy face to get that. Ugh, my skin is so dry today. I should not have done that peel yesterday. Oh no, do you hear that? Shoot. Fingers crossed that she's just adjusting and she goes back down. Because that is not a long enough nap. Make a YouTube video of this. How about I just save this video and put it on YouTube and then I don't have to. I do that a lot actually. Okay, so then I do it on my neck just to kind of also blend down so then you can't tell that my neck is super white. And then I have this other little brush, no clue where I got it or what it's called, I can't tell anymore. But I put a little bit of bronzer just below my lip, just to give it a little bit more of a pout. She went back down, you can't hear her anymore. Okay. And then I also do my nose, and noses used to be so hard for me. This is the one I'm using. It's Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. I always do the bottom first, and then I do the top. But there's like so many different little, like, look on Pinterest. That's kind of what I did to learn how to do noses. And obviously, once again, using powder is way easier than using a cream if you want to learn how to contour easy. but looking on Pinterest on nose, like just looking up nose contour, you'll learn how to do it, and it's way easier that way. And then I have my bronzer on, my contour part. I'm gonna do my blush. And I just got this brush at TJ Maxx, and my scrunchie like is falling out again. Can't afford Estee Lauder anymore. Emily, you should message me and do this business with me so you don't have to worry about spending money on makeup. And then you can buy all the expensive makeup you want. Okay. This blush, once again, is Estee Lauder. Can't tell you anything about it. It is so old. I've had this thing since high school. It's like I can tell you, it's an illuminating powder gel. And it's super, super, super pigmented. They don't even make it anymore. If you're not making anything, then you gotta talk to more people. But yeah, I love this blush because it's like really pretty color. And I've got dry skin right there. And then sometimes, maybe I'll do it a little bit because I'm super white today. I'll do it on my neck also. I'm gonna be real, Emily. I don't know who your upline is or who signed you up, but what I have found in this business is that the people that make income in this business are the people that decide to not let it be an option, just to make a decision like, I'm not gonna quit, I'm just gonna figure this out and I'm gonna make it work. With the amount of free training and information that we have as a company, like, go to my YouTube and you have all of my team trainings that I've ever done, like all of them. If you wanna get team trainings from Cheyenne Knox, all of hers are on YouTube. If you wanna get training from Christy Christensen or Jade Hooper, they're all on YouTube. Please don't text me. I am so bad with responding to people. Like, I'm so bad. But everything you need is free and it's available to you. You just got to go find it. And if you want to learn how to host a post or how to sign up customers or how people are signing up distributors, I promise you there's so much free training on YouTube that you can just go watch and go listen to. And then if you actually like listen and take notes and then apply what you learn, you'll be successful. Like, it's literally, once you know the skills and know what to do, it's a matter of doing it. And if you're not getting the results that you want, if you're not signing up the customers or the distributors you want, it's your mindset. So you need to do personal development, or it's just that you're not talking to enough people. And it's getting, it's literally just a matter of, if you get your mindset right, and you do what you need to do as far as reaching out to people to see if they're interested in doing the business with you or trying the products, then you have to be successful, because if you're consistent, you'll be successful. People always ask me, why are you successful when so many other people never make money? It's because I keep going. I know I'm supposed to talk to people. The only way we get paid is by talking to customers and distributors and helping them order. And if you're not doing that, you're not getting paid. That's literally what it comes down to. Okay, and then this is foundation. It's Estee Lauder. It's their Double Matte Oil Control Pressed Powder. So it's like another foundation, but I love using this to kind of blend everything together. And it also turns that light coverage that I put on into a full coverage, but it also gives me a matte finish. How many people would I say I talk to a day? I do not have a set number, but my goal is to get 5 interested people that I'm talking to every day. So sometimes I might have to have more conversations than just 5. to get those 5 new people that I'm talking to, and sometimes I might just have 5 people reach out to me. It all just depends. Okay, and then I have no idea where this brush came from. It's from my friend from like high school, and it's a good thing I kept it because I've washed it and used it so long, but I love it. Okay, so now that I have this one done, I will do a highlighter, and I got this one for $4 at TJ Maxx. I'm not really that picky with a highlighter, and I wasn't gonna spend a bunch on it either. Okay, so, and then I like to use this like golden color at the top. And then I got this brush also probably at like TJ Maxx or Ross, one of the two. But I'll put it on the temples, and then I put it on my upper lip. And then I also put it on the tip of my nose with my finger. I used to not do my nose because I didn't like my nose looking shiny, but it's grown on me. But I still blend it in a little bit. Okay, and then it's just very slight. Okay. So my foundation is done. Now I need to do my eyebrows, which I really don't because I have them microbladed, but I like them darker. And I'm gonna grab a drink really quick because I still need to drink this. Okay. All right. So for eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dip Brow Pomade. This is medium brown. I've tried a couple different colors, but I like the medium brown the most so far. How long does it take to curl my hair? I usually don't. Not that long. I could probably get it done in 10 minutes. But my hair, this is just blown dry. Like, I blew it dry and this is what it does. So I really don't do much with my hair usually. And even if I let it air dry, it still basically looks like this, just a little bit stringier. Okay. Microblading, it's like semi-permanent. It's kind of like a tattoo, but it's not permanent. It lasts like maybe 2 years if you're lucky, but they basically like scratch your skin and then put color pigmentations to make it look like hairs so that you don't have to fill in your eyebrows as much. So I'm really thankful that I got them done. I want to get them done again here soon and get them a little bit darker again, but the color pigmentation doesn't stay as well if you're pregnant or nursing, and I've been pregnant or nursing for a while now, so yeah. So I just gotta wait for Taylin to decide she's done drinking milk. But yeah, I like to fill them in and just make them darker and fuller. But the nice thing that I love about them is I look back on my, the lady that I get mine done from, she's a nurse. And so she's able to use medical grade medical grade numbing cream. So it doesn't really hurt that bad. I mean, it feels like they're scratching your skin a little bit, probably like getting a tattoo, but I don't have any tattoos, so couldn't tell you. But the reason why I really love having them done is because before I had them done, I had no clue how to like shape my eyebrows that looked good for my face. And so getting them done has really helped me with knowing what eyebrow shape looks good on my face and knowing how to fill them in properly so that I don't look crazy. I totally need to trim my eyebrows. I've got one hair that's like going crazy that way. I might cut it off right now. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, totally a big difference. But I'm gonna get rid of that hair because it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't. There's just like that one piece that just is literally sticking out. There we go, that's better. Okay. Okay, I gotta do the other one. And the nice thing about this, the pomade stuff, is it lasts forever. Like, it lasts so long. But yeah, my eyebrows have faded a lot. I really want to get them done again, but it's just not the right timing. And then once I'm done with my eyebrows, all I do left is put mascara on. I'll touch up my eyeshadow slightly. I don't really need to this time though. It looks pretty good. So I'll probably just put mascara on and then do something on my lips. And then I'm done. And I'm not doing my hair, I'm just leaving it blow dried. You know what's so funny is I'm like not planning on going anywhere, but I've been telling people for weeks that I was gonna do a video on how I do my makeup. So I was like, you know what? I just need to just do it. But moms know when babies take naps, it's like prime time. So I've just had other things. I do not wax my eyebrows actually. I've just had other things that are way more important than doing makeup. Okay, and then also another really good tip that I learned about eyebrows that'll totally save your life if you're trying super hard to make them look exactly identical and even. Eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So they don't have to look exactly the same. And the mascara I have been using is Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme. It's Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara, but since I have my eyelashes on, I really don't need mascara except for the fact that my eyelashes are blonde, so you can kind of see them. So I literally just put enough mascara to blend in my lashes into the extensions so that you don't see them. I totally just poked my eye. Okay. What do I use to take my makeup off? I use the It Works cleanser. And water, of course, but yeah. Okay, so now my eyelashes are blended in with the eyelashes. That was a funny way to say that. Okay, and then I really like using Estee Lauder lips, but they don't have the right color in this liquid stuff that they have, the liquid matte colors that they have. So sometimes if I want like a nude lip, I've got this Anastasia nude color. it always makes me laugh when I wear it because it reminds me of when I was in high school and I would like just put foundation over my lips and then like chapstick because I liked that look, and my mom hated it, and I actually spent money on getting that same effect. But lately I've been using literally just a lipstick. It's also Estee Lauder, and it's called Candy. So it's just a pink. It's kind of a pretty color. But I can't find the exact color in this. Like this one's a little bit, this one, Burnt Raisin, it's a little bit more burnt. And then I've got one, what's this one? Smash Up. This one's a little bit darker and redder. And then this one is like really like red, dark. So I can't find the right color. And it's funny because I'll bring it with me and I'll put it on my hand and then say, I want one that matches this. And then they think they get it and then they don't. But one of these days I'll find one that's similar to this color. But I'm not even like a big lip person, so it's fine. Like I'll put this on the one time, and then as the day goes by, as it fades off, I just don't ever apply it again. I'm not a big lip person. I'll just apply my chapstick, which is just this Soft Lips Pearl. And it's funny because I've tried like, so that I don't have to reapply, I've tried like all the lipsticks that you put on once and they last all day long and you can like kiss people and rub them and like all that stuff, and I hate them. I don't know what it is about them, but I just don't like them. So yeah, I just wear a real lipstick. Okay, that's how I do my makeup for those that have been asking me. This is literally how I do it every single time, but it's nice and neutral. I think it's kind of pretty. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I look bad, but hey, I haven't had people say that. So anyways, I'm gonna go get some stuff done while Taylin is still sleeping. So if you have any questions at all on makeup, or if you want more information on how you can do this business with me, I would love to send you that as well. So hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.